revolve. Charts like a puzzle complex, trading daily, keeping us perplexed. Riding waves like future specs. Gotta calm down, no pretext. Market moves got me feeling wild, swinging harder than a rocket child. Picking up odds like a trader out, playing profits ain't revolve.
Boris Schlossberg, Managing Director at BK Asset Management.
BK Asset Management's Kathy Lean.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay, if the vibe is good, if the screen is good. Got a lot of stuff to share with you guys. Very, very cool day last night. Last night, I took the 50, let me see, is this the right account? Yeah. I took the 50,000 and I passed the prop on that one. Took it to 53,000. Just scalping the Trump speech yesterday, which was volatility heaven. So, you had a lot of fun. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm gonna let everybody come into the room because I have something new to show you, which I think you guys are gonna really like a lot. And we're going to, let me make sure that I don't screw up my accounts. We're gonna go to the other $50,000 account, try to run this one a little bit. Also, the $150,000 account is within 1,000 of getting funded, very, very close. And I'll probably switch to that one mid session. But let's work the third 50,000 a little bit, because I'm going to show you. You can see a whole bunch of activity on my account here. I'm going to show you something very fun, very, very cool. That is, an extension of what I was talking about in terms of micro scalping. I talked a little bit about this in my coaching last night with people. The BK Scalper is shaded right now. I don't have the BK Scalper. It's not on right now. So there are no BK Scalper signals, just because I want to show you the very, very simple micro scalper indicator overlay right now, just to get everybody into the zone of the kind of stuff that I've been doing, why I've been able to really have a very, very consistent, controlled trade strategy. And I've finally been able to kind of visualize it for you guys. So it should be super, super easy to understand. So 9:30, it is 9:30 market open. Let me explain to you what we're going to do. We are going to, this is NASDAQ. We're going to just trade micro NASDAQ. Hang on a second. Let me get rid of this. We're just going to trade micro NASDAQ right now. And the idea is the following. This is the 8-period SMA. All we're going to do is, if the candle closes red, and what's going to make the candle close red? If the closing value of this candle is lower than the closing value of the prior candle. If it isn't, it's going to turn black and it's not a signal. But we've got about a minute, 10 seconds left, and we'll see. This is actually very interesting. You'll see how now it turns black. So it's not a sell signal, blah, blah, blah. What we're going to do is we're going to basically try to trade micro trends on the downside, micro trends to the upside. So the idea is the first 3 green candles, we're going to buy micro scalp, wait for the next candle. If it stays green, buy micro scalp, wait for the next candle. If it stays green, micro scalp 3 times per trend slice, if we get that opportunity. Now, obviously, it's not always going to work out. Sometimes you're going to get stopped out. Like, I think I actually got stopped out on this one. And I had to reverse out. But the idea is that like 6 out of 7 times, hopefully you will have the opportunity to be a winner. And because we're trading small, and because we have the ability to kind of size up on a reversal repair candles, we're going to be able. So now, by the way, look at this: 5-6 seconds left. It stays red, right? Let's see. Is it red? Sell. Okay, so we're short here. Maybe this candle will get, and boom, we get continuity. We made our micro scalp. Now we sit here very, very tight, do nothing until this candle completes. If this candle stays red, we're gonna do it one more time. If it doesn't stay red, we're gonna just leave it alone. Now these are tiny little scalps, but you can see now. You can just see my P&L kind of adding up. I added 20 bucks to the P&L. Obviously, if you wanted to trade this with S&P and some of the other, or just larger size on NASDAQ, you could have gotten a lot more money. I'm trading tiny because my opening position trade, I always give myself the opportunity. If I'm wrong and I get blown out, I can always, I can always reverse with size and try to repair it. There are 2 ways you can trade this. You can just trade this sort of like, I'm going to try and do, 7 out of 8 winners, just take my loser and eat it. Or I'm just going to take micro spots, and whenever I get a loser, I'm going to try to reverse it so that basically I stay even and then build up, stay even and build up. It really doesn't matter which money management technique you prefer, but this is a really interesting way to kind of look at the micro scalp structure, because it's hopefully very, very intuitive. You see that as long as the candle is red, you have a continuity trade on the downside. As long as the candle is green, you have a continuity trade, and you only give yourself like 3 chances to make it happen. I got 29 seconds left. Lots of selling on the open. Blah blah blah. Usual bullshit. The other thing that's great is like this is like a 10-minute, activity. You can walk away, come back in half an hour. Remember, I told you the biggest signal possibilities always happen basically on the hour and the half hour. So you can just kind of trade in half-hour blocks, see how well you're doing on the half-hour block. So let's see if this is going to happen. This is going to happen. 2 selling. Okay, I'm short again, and boom, boom. I super scalp. Now remember, I'm doing this so you understand. I'm doing this through Trade-Evade, which is the only way you can do this, right? So everybody can look at my Trade-Evade account. Everything is preset. Stops and targets. I press the button. It's an instant execution. You cannot do this unless you have the preset stops. Oops, what happened here? Stops and targets to everything. Okay, so hopefully that's clear to you guys as far as the mechanics. You cannot do this on anywhere but Trade-Evade. Now, having basically hit three sells in a row, I could press my luck and try to go for one more, but basically that's all I really want to do. Now I'm just going to stay patient, wait for it to cross the moving average, and maybe establish a positive uptrend, or maybe just cross the moving average, come back down to create a new sell slice. Can you have sometimes 6, 7 consecutive winners? Yes, you can. It all depends on how you want to trade it, how aggressive you want to be. But intuitively, this is sort of like a natural extension of what we do. So this is like you're doing a trade every couple of minutes. Like and I know a lot of you guys who are trading with me want to see me take a lot of trades, because you want to see the key thing is just to see the mechanics and the execution. You can decide whether you want to do it. With Scalper, obviously, I'm going to mute the micro Scalper right now for a second and just put the Scalper on. You see, the Scalper isn't going to have. It's going to have maybe a signal every half an hour, and frankly, the Scalper signals could be for much more money. I mean, the 5 points or the 1 point that I'm doing in the S&P are a pittance of the possibility. Like if this is a NASDAQ, it's actually 408, goes all the way to 60. It's a 60-point trade here. This is a 435. It goes all the way down to 392. It's a 40-point trade. You could trade the BK Scalper signals with much bigger stops and targets if you choose to do so. If you are like a degenerate, scalper like me and just want to make micro scalps, then you could, you could just use the micro scalping. Now, by the way, we're just opening up to a much deeper, bigger sell off over here. I'm actually, spare a second. I'm going to put my other. I want to put it on my other screen, full screen, just to look at. I want to see all the other conditions, because right now I'm just fooling around with what do you call it, with micro scalping. But if we go if I go to BK Scalper right now and I go to the S&P, there's actually a signal here. It's coming up. You'll see it. Just takes a second. There's a signal to the downside. There's about 51 seconds left. So, like, let's say you want to. We're going to do a tiny little. I'm going to do a 1 S&P, just a really, really small one. But I'm going to give myself like no signal goes away. So we'll see if the signal stays. But I was going to say, I'm going to give myself a larger stop and a target. Let me see if I could change my stops and targets. 12.16. Okay, let's do that. And I'll adjust them and see if we can milk it for a little bit more than just a single point as a positional trade. I'm just going to show you positional trades and micro scalp trades today, so you guys can get a no signal. Actually, let's see. 9 seconds left. 9 seconds left on the E-mini. Just waiting for 2 seconds left. Okay, so I'm going to sell on the micro. Sell on the micro, right? And I'm going to – oh, what happened here? My micro got filled at like nothing by 87, 88. I'm sorry. This was still set up for a single point. I had the wrong setup. But what I was going to show you is, okay, I'm going to sell over here. I'm going to put a stop over here at around 80. The entrance would have been 88. So that's an 8-point risk. So obviously you want to, try to see if you can make an 8-point target. That requires, as a matter of fact, you know what? We can just, let's see if I can do this right now. Just for shits and giggles. Okay. Wait, where the fuck is it? I keep making money, but that's not what I want to do. Wait, why is this? Oh, maybe this is the wrong one. Okay, let's try this one. Just one more time. I'm sorry. It's probably not going to work, but let's just give it a shot. I just want to show you the mechanics of this. So I'm going to move my buy stop all the way over here. I'm going to move my buy target somewhere around here. And we're going to turn this into a positional trade at just, a very, very small size. And it's probably not going to work because, again, that's the whole point. When you're going to go for larger targets, larger stops, you're going to have far less accuracy, but you will have much greater P&L per trade. So it all depends on how you want to trade. You want to trade just micro scalping continuously? Great. You want to trade more positionally, then expect, to lose money on far more trades. But when the trades that come in, there'll be $100 trade. This will be maybe a $50 stop or a $30 stop. But when I win, it's going to be a $80, $90 win. So it all depends on, this pace, the timing, the kind of, personality that you have. So, I got clipped for about a 50-point stop on this thing. No surprise. And we can go, to the micro scalper. Let me show you the micro scalper. And micro scalper obviously is showing us a positive bid here, $1.34 left, right? Basically a second green candle in the move here. I'm going to wait till this candle completes. If it stays green, we'll just micro scalp this one over here, and I'll show you how to micro scalp it. So it's just a matter of techniques, structure, P&L ideas. There is by the way, NASDAQ is creating a reversal candle. It's interesting. NASDAQ's got a reversal candle over here. I want to show it to you. Come on, baby. Oh, sorry. Scalper is turned off. Why is that's weird. Why is the NASDAQ Wow, it's really weird. It's showing me a reversal candle. All right, never mind. Let's just do micro scalping for a second. Let's go to MES to the ES. I got 21 seconds left. You know, obviously a green candle here on the scalp side. And we will see if we can buy it here. Buy. And boom, boom, we're right back in business micro scalping, right? You guys vibing me? So, you know, micro scalping is super fun because it's kind of an instant, you know, instant release, instant thing. On the other hand, I don't know why the fuck this is not showing me. What? E-mini, why is this one and this one is showing me a reversal? Oh, because micro scalp. Okay, hold on a second. Wow, that's just so weird. Or maybe it's just, or maybe it's washed out. Or maybe this is just washed out. Oh, I know why. I'm sorry, guys. I know why. I'm sorry. I had the, okay. Let's just see if this works. Hang on. I mean, I'm not going to take this trade because it's kind of, you know, we're already late on this trade. But sorry, I had reversal signals turned off because I was doing something in coaching yesterday. But come on, baby, come on. Taking forever to, there we go. So this is a reversal trade, right? This, again, you can trade this on a more swing-like basis. You're in at 40, you know, 32. Your stop would be like 66. That's a large stop. That's like a $80-90 point stop, right? So your stop is your stop is 75, entry is 35. Yeah, 70. Let's say a 60-point stop. So here you want to try to see if you could make at least a 60-point target, maybe a 100-point target, right? Again, you're not gonna achieve that the way I achieve it 4 out of 5 times, 6 out of 7 times with microscopes. You're gonna achieve it maybe 1 or 2 times if you're lucky. But when the P&L hits, it's going to be a significant hit. So in other words, here you just be targeting. If you're in here at 35, you're going to be targeting really 500. You're really targeting a big move. Now, is this a good quality reversal signal? It's not bad, but honestly, I talked about this in coaching yesterday. There are 2 times during the day when the reversal signals, when buying the bottom for a really large V-shaped reversal, are absolutely great times. I'll show it to you on the charts from for tomorrow. From yesterday. Those times are usually between 10 and 11:30 for the reversal of the morning flow, and 1:30 to 3:30 for the reversal of the afternoon flow. Okay, those are the 2 times when you have the best possibilities. Okay, now back to, since we don't have any BK signals right now. This is the one signal that we had, and I'm not taking it. If you're trading this on a swing basis, you really have to give yourself massive amount of space. You have to trade this with just a micro contract, right? Because this is where you want to be. And frankly, honestly, if you're kind of serious about thinking that you really want to trade this on a swing basis, where you really want to be is 32 entry and 13 stop. So what is that? That is like 150-point stop. You're basically making a stand in the ground that this is the low of the morning session, and we're going to start, pumping up all the way 100 points up. And if you're a type of trader that likes to trade for 100 points rather than 5 points, this would be a conditional entry for you. And obviously, it's going to pay off a lot less. It's going to pay out a lot less frequently. But when it does pay off, it's going to pay off at a couple $100, $300-400 per trade on a payoff. And it may also be a lot more leisurely for you because you don't have to, be like a little cocained up jackrabbit like I am. looking for every half point that that you can possibly get. But speaking of that, let's go back to being a cocained up jackrabbit and look for opportunities here. So this is NQs. Let's go to the ESs. That's it. That's all ES gave us. You see how cool, by the way, it is that you see if it's a black candle, it's not a trade. It's just it's like it just it totally keeps you out of stupid ass trades. The trade just we had a few big pops. You ride those big pops now. Now we have a possible red candle developing, and we could try to trade the continuity to the downside. Sorry guys, I haven't looked at any of your comments because I've just been watching so much. This. That is the funniest one. Do I look panicked when I'm trading, guys? Or am I just speaking fast and I'm just focusing on actual fucking trading? My friend, Mohammed, you probably weren't on when I just started out. This is me getting funded last night. This is me within 1,000 of getting funded at 150,000. Do I look fucking panicked to you, my friend? Please. Learn how to trade. Okay. Red candle to the downside. I was responding to Muhammad. I should have taken this trade. But that would have been nice. That would have actually worked for a maybe not. Maybe not. I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. Maybe this one would not have continued. So a lot of volatility here. We'll leave it be. It's fine. The best regime for micro scalping is obviously continuity to the downside, continuity to the upside. When we get these nice, clean, continuous moves of about what we were looking for is 10 to 15 minutes of continuity. If I can do 10, 15 minutes of continuity, then boom, 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 3-4 trades in a row, you're down. Okay, so this actually would have worked. I'm sorry, I would have, I'm dicking around. I'm not taking the trade. But let's wait. If this candle stays red, maybe we'll trade the next one. Oops, I want to do it on the micros. Big vol candles, so I could easily get retraced here. But let's see. I got 42 seconds left, guys. You watching me on this? $18, $17, $16. Three, two, one, sell. Oh, damn, that was super fast, guys. I'm sorry. That was like, look at the, that was literally me selling and getting filled at the same time. And again, only possible off Tradeovate because you had to just execute the move. Now, and I knew it was going to retrace really, really fast. So you have to pull the trigger. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes when I'm micro scalping, I'll enter 5 seconds before the candle closes because the momentum sometimes at the end of the candle is just enough to make, that little micro scalp out. Now we're getting everything back. No continuity here. So we just, we can just leave it alone as a trade. Let me see what the what was the close here? This was 49.25, low 41. Yeah, this would have also been. You see these flushes happen so fast that you could actually connect with them. Now, if you're truly a degenerate and really want to get funded fast, and you have a lot of I have a lot of confidence when I have these kind of big candles. I have a lot of confidence that there'll be just enough continuity to make my trade. You can come in with size. Like yesterday, I came in with large. I was at 52.7, And I was like, boom, let's just do NASDAQ large ones. And it was 100, boom, 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 done. The whole thing took me like literally 10 minutes to get funded, because the key thing is you want to be looking at momentum. This whole thing is showing you momentum. You don't want to be putzing around when there's no momentum. When there's momentum, it just, it lifts you really, really easily into a P&L trade. That's I guess the key thing is with microscalping, you want to, your best friend is momentum. You're just riding that flow as much as you can. Today, by the way, very choppy ass market trade, right? One step forward, two steps backwards. You can actually see it in the colors. Two reds followed by a black step backwards, right? Not a lot of these, three greens in a row, three reds in a row type of a thing, which is what we look for as a perfect microscalping structure. By the way, very easy for me to embed this into the BK Scalper. And if you guys want me to embed this into the BFF Scalper, I'm happy to put in the micro scalping moves. But what will happen though is if you choose that mode, that's all you're going to see. You're not going to see any other signals because it's going to get too confusing. But if you want to go to micro scalping mode as a on-off thing, I'm happy to do that. Let me know in comments if you want me to do that for you guys. All right, watching NAS, 53 seconds. Is it going to give me a green? We'll see. Oh, I know. Guys, we really shouldn't be fucking around. All right, I'll take this one last trade. I totally forgot. ISM services coming up in 5 minutes. We really don't need to be fucking around in front of news. So let's just, we'll pause for a couple of minutes. I'm happy to actually, let's pause. Let me take some questions in the room here. Okay. I got difficulty to use TradeAvate. Is there a way to just use TradingView? So far, I don't feel TradeAvate is intuitive like MT5. That's because you haven't practiced enough, Adam. It's super intuitive. It couldn't possibly be easier. Let me show you. What you need to do is you need to just replicate my look and feel. Throw everything out. All you want to do is have the execution ladders on here, right? That's it. Nothing else. Then you want to connect TradeAvate with, you go into add-ons and you connect it with TradingView. This way, you are trading from TradingView charts, but you're executing from TradeAvate, right? And then it's literally, you create these buy stops and sell stops templates over here, attach them to your thing. And every time you hit sell market, buy market, it's automatically executes for you with a stop and a target. So it could not be easier. I will, it sounds like I'm gonna have to create a little course in our BK membership group to kind of show you exactly step by step of how it goes. By the way, 57 seconds. Oh, did I miss my? Oh, this was a red. This was a look at this. I missed. Oh, I promised you I wasn't going to trade. Sorry, I'm not trading. I'm not trading in front of the news. It's not available. It's not available yet. GFuzz, I need to put the micro. I would have to put the micro scalper mode. It would just literally be like a drop down mode where you can go into BK scalper mode or a micro scalper mode, because again, you don't want to have a whole bunch of BK scalper signals against on your charts. You're either going to be in one type of a format or another type. So if we're gonna take off the I'm gonna mute the micro scalper and just show you the BK scalper mode, and you see all the stuff that's going on here. By the way, gold, I've sort of been ignoring gold. Gold had a buy signal that died, that just did not work. Again, right in front of news. This is another thing that you need to be very mindful of the major calendar events. This is not a signal I would have taken anyways because it was right in front of news, but it had a signal. Gold had a couple of really great reversal signals over here. Beautiful stuff on the sell side, right? Not too much though. Not too many sell signals here today, I guess, in gold. But you know, that's how it's playing out. Anyways, let's go back to MNQs. I'm just in scalper mode here. And, you know, here's a good example. You went long here, right? That didn't work. You know, you got stopped out. You went short here. That's a trade. That was, what is that? 36 to 80. That's 50 points. And you're already 100 points, almost 100 points in the money. So when you're trading 1 to 2, the classic 1 to 2 trades, which I do not trade. It's not my personality. I fucking hate 1 to 2 trades. I don't have the patience to hold on to them. Got to know who you are and who you want to be. If that is who you are and who you want to be, then this is your money trade. You get stopped on this one, you go short this one, you doubled your money, right? Super easy. It's the beautiful thing is that the indicator will let you trade any way you want, right? We're starting to really sell hard in front of ISM services. I guess they're a little bit worried about it. Let's go to the data. Where are we? Wait, hold on. Okay, here we go. Here's all the data coming up in exactly 2 minutes. So we'll see how it prints. Everybody vibing me on all of this? You guys understand what I'm saying? I'll do a little bit of a poll. Let's see if you guys, let's do a poll here. I'll say add micro scalping. And actually, I'm going to do that poll, and then after that, we're going to do one more poll of like, are you a micro scalper or a swing trader? So let's let's watch that. Okay, we got 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Let's see what's going on over here. ISM market is looking for. Oh, pass was 54. There's no forecast. Services forecast is 52.6. Prices paid 60. We're gonna watch both of these. These are really, really big numbers. Let's see what they how they print. No jumping into trades. Remember, at earliest we can jump into a trade only 2 minutes after the news prints, because we're in a 2 minute candle. So don't rally. Yeah. Jifa saying he's been doing micro scalping for a while. Okay, let's see. Where are we? 10. What's the numbers? 53. Good numbers, but high prices paid. But we are popping. We are definitely popping. So let's go to micro scalper mode. Let's mute this. Let's go to micro scalper mode. We are popping like a mofo. That's a big positive number. I'll be honest with you. I'm shocked that services is stronger. Prices are still strong, but business activity is pretty good. Employment is really good. So let's see. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. Hard as it is for us to wait. We're going to wait. For this candle to complete. This is the NASDAQs, right? So the NASDAQ is giving us a big ass green candle. And remember, this is a huge volatility candle. We could be right on this trade and still get stopped out, which is why I'm doing only micro trades, because if I get stopped out, it's going to be like 30, 40 points against $40 against me. It's not going to kill me. It's just a matter of like, can I time this candle on the close for a little bit, for just enough continuity to make my life worthwhile, right? So let's see. But clearly, reaction positive. I think that's probably going to be a pretty positive reaction for the next hour or so. So maybe we're going to get some continuity moves, not just on this candle, but for the rest of the slice. We'll see. Let's see what the market wants. I'm shocked at how good this data is. I guess there's still enough. Factory orders are pretty good. That's all manufacturing. That's all pretty good. Okay, how much time do we have? We have like 9 seconds left. All right, let's go. All right, we're long here. Let's see if this can hold and take us up, and we're done. And we're done. Oh, did I get 2? Did I buy 2? I must have bought. I was trying to buy 1. Okay, that's good. So again, just a good, high probability. You want high probability? It's a micro scalp trade. You want like really large P&L? Then you're gonna have to do, a swing trade. Like right now, if I go back, if I mute the micro scalper, and I show you the BK scalper, you see that this is giving you a reversal signal. And as I said, this is a very, very large risk reversal signal against the lows of the day, which is 270, 260, say 260. So that's like 130 points worth of risk, which means you got to be looking for at least a 200-point return. So you're looking to buy here at 400 and trying to see if you could get 600 out of it. Can that happen? Yeah, it definitely could happen. Nasdaq is still negative. Nasdaq is still sort of in negative mode. But that is the swing reversal signal on a much larger risk reward ratios with the proper swing stops and swing targets, right? So positives, negatives. Let's talk a little bit about that. Let me see. First of all, the I'm getting 92% request for microscalper. I guess I'll put the microscalper mode on. Okay. Now the poll that I really want is, because what I'm really, really interested in, because I know what I am, but I want to know who you are. Are you, and vote, this is your choices, microscalper or swing trader? Tell me who you are, because the whole idea here of me live trading is to help you guys do better. And I have the tools, but the way I use the tools is absolutely not the way maybe you should be using the tools. So so let me know. Let me know in the comments. What did I want to do? I totally lost my train of thought here, guys. I totally lost my train of thought. What are we doing? So, positives, negatives. I want to talk about positives, negatives. Okay, let's do the, you can't do both. You can't do both. No pussing. Well, actually, I guess you could. But really, I want your honest assessment of who you are. Don't do it to please me. Don't try to answer just what you think the right answer. There's no right answer. I just want to know your personality type. By the way, I didn't micro scalp this one, but there was an easy one over here too. The point is, you want me to do 20 trades a day when I'm live trading with you? This is what I'm all about. I'm happy to give you 20 trading opportunities, tiny little micro scalps all the time, and show you how you can build the P&L. This P&L was around 51,000. Now it's 51,126, and we could get it even bigger and more aggressive if I was just focused on micro scalping. But the advantage of that is small risk, small rewards, small tight stops. You can pretty much trade this at any given time of the day. Almost within any half hour of the market, there's an opportunity for you to make this strategy, viable, right? Unless it's incredibly choppy. you're going to get continuity candles, and as long as you get continuity candles, you're going to be able to make viable trades, right? So that's the advantage of that. The disadvantage of that is it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust, as we used to say, meaning that you got to be you're making pennies until you build up to your P&L. You can't make a couple of trades and be done with your funded account. You have to really, really run it, a lot. As a matter of fact, this is actually. Let me see if I can show this to you. Hang on a second. Let me pull this up. I want to show this to you kind of like in reality, because I want to show you my statistics from Apex, because it was really eye-opening in terms of what does it mean when you're trading small versus, when you're just kind of taking a couple of big swings at the bat. Hang on. Let me just show this. Let me see if I can pull this up. Yeah. Okay. Now this has not been updated. This data hasn't been updated, so that's why this is 53. This is already at 3,000, and this is already at 8,000. But this is what I want to show you. This is the 150,000 account that I've been just grinding out. That's a 26 days worth of trading, right? Because I've been grinding it out. Versus the other 50,000, which I already funded, was just like wham bam. Let me take a big hit. Take a trade. Now, obviously, within reason, but I was willing to take. There was a couple of trades where I was like, hell, I'm going to go large because I have confidence in this. That trade converted, great. I made 1,000. Put me towards target. Very, very fast. There's 100 different ways that you can do this. But what's interesting is that you can see that just by the duration, what each strategy entails. And if you're going to trade the strategy, wow, you guys, okay, what was that? Was that let's tell me, ambulance, police, or fire? Let's go, guys. You guys hear it? Tell me. I want to know. Ambulance, police, fire. Come on, I want some answers. Ambulance. Yeah, I think that is. It's kind of a very weird ambulance, but yeah, you're right, KP. It is ambulance. It is. It's not police. Police would have been like, get the fuck out of my way. And it was not fire, because fire is like, woo, woo. New York City fire sounds like an elephant, blowing smoke into the air. That is actually, you might be right, guys. I'm not sure. I think that is police. It's not ambulance, because ambulance is more of a higher scream. This is police. You're absolutely right. That's NYPD. This is actually a fuck ton of NYPD. I took my daughter to school today. There was 2 NYPD cars just came flying down the street. I don't know what's going on in my neighborhood here, but clearly some police activity going on over there. All right. So anyways, be that as it may. I was actually, I'm watching, I'm really fascinated in this. Please answer the poll, guys. Everybody listening, guys who are on Twitter, get your asses over here to YouTube and answer my poll, please. I'm dying. I'm really, really dying to know, because it's super interesting to me. Looks like it's a 2/3, 1/3 split between swing traders and scalpers, which means, I'm clearly, they always say you attract the audience of who you are, and I'm clearly attracting a whole bunch of degenerates like me. So nice to have all of you guys, all of you degenerates on board. But absolutely, the guys who are much more saner and longer term traders, I don't want you to think that there's nothing here for you. There's a lot here for you that you could make great use of, just by simply, ignoring all of my, hyperkinetic trading and just trading selected turn signals and continuation signals. I mean, I'm just looking at this even, like, just, there's so many different ways to slice the trade here. So let me just sort of give you a couple of interesting ideas. Suppose you're a swing trader with like a degree of risk control. You don't want to take a massive amount of risk, bet a bunch. A really intelligent way of trading this is you're taking this reversal trade here at 4 11, and you got to stop at 3. So it's a $100 stop, right? You take three units. The first unit you give up at like maybe 25 or 30. So you are giving it up at 450, somewhere around there. The second, and then you move the stop. Maybe you leave the stop alone. Just leave the stop alone. Just give 1 unit. The second unit you move to 470, which is like about 70 points, and then you move the stop to break even, and you let the third unit fly. Do you know where that little strategy is from, and how effective that could be within the BK Scalper structure? That is from Mark Douglas, who wrote probably one of the most seminal books on trading. I forgot his the name of this book, but it's like 500 pages of just psychology. But at the very last chapter, he basically tells you his whole trading strategy, and it's just literally that's it. He takes 3 units, he gives up the first one at a short entry, keeps the rest, doesn't move the stop, because he gets stopped out. Basically what happens is you get stopped out on 2/3 of the position, so you're already holding much less risk, and then you already converted one of the risks out. So overall it's basically mildly break even, mildly negative. But then he goes to second unit, and now he's 2/3 to the good, and then he lets the third one run. And if the third one can run for 3 or 4 times, like occasionally one out of 4 or 5 times, the third one is going to be a big runner. He's going to be making tons of bank. Like, that is a absolutely money strategy with BK Scalper swing strategies. And I'm happy to trading in the zone. Thank you. I totally forgot. Thank you, Bob. Trading in the zone. Yeah, Doug is telling me trading in the zone. Everybody, I have 0 short-term memory. So, like yesterday, I couldn't remember the word consistency, right? So, I'm glad you guys are there to spot check me on trading in the zone. But trading in the zone, that's literally his whole strategy. And we can completely convert the Mark Douglas exit strategy into the BK Scalper solutions for all of you guys who are much more comfortable, not micro scalping, but going for larger positions, which are really good. This tiny little green thing here, not even worth it. As you can see, it was such a weak little green candle that I wasn't going to go for it. We're actually turning a red candle. Let's see, if this candle stays red, I'm gonna sell the NAS for a continuity trade. But I got it's got to stay there. $1.40 left, $1.39 on the clock. So we'll see if this is all she wrote on this news, or whether this is actually going to be positive. Now, if this thing goes green, I love it. I'll trade continuity the other side. So let's see how the markets are vibing at this point. We're kind of at an inflection point, and looking at them, what I love about the micro scalper thing is it's so intuitive in terms of giving you direction. Right away, if you want to be on the side of movement. Doesn't mean side of movement is the right side all the time, but hopefully it's the right side most of the time. That's really what you're betting on. So I want to be on the side of, I want to be on the side of flow, right? Right now there's actually no flow. The side is just totally divided. 52 seconds left in the candle. Let's see how this candle wants to trade. I can't even not even moving anywhere. Sean, what were you? Sorry, what's the name of the book? Oh, you were looking for the book. Yeah. It's Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right, red candle on the 21 seconds, guys. Let's see where we go. Staying red. I got about 15 seconds left. At around 55 seconds, if I'm still red, let's watch this. I will be selling this. All right, sell. Oh, see how fast that was? That was just, it was just too fast. Sell. I mean, I'm sorry, that's that. And if I went for 10 points, I probably could have gotten a bigger microscalp. But that's the thing. I'm just the whole point of this is what you're going to do. You know how you're going to do it. You press the trigger, boom, you're done. That's the story. That's what makes it so cool. You just, make fast and furious trades. If you wanted to go for larger and you thought maybe this is a full reversal trade, obviously you would have held this for like 20, 30 points. This could have been a 10-minute trade or a 20-minute trade, whatever you want to do. Or conversely, we obviously have a reversal, a V trade over here that you could have taken, and you could have just traded that on a full reversal basis. So it's 100 different ways to make money. I'm just doing it 5 points at a time. And by the way, I'm doing it with tiny, tiny little bits because I just want you to do best practices. I want you to trade small risk because a lot of you guys are new. But fuck yes, would I been doing this with a large contract? Easy. This would have $100 in 2 seconds would have been easy for me. And I would have, if the next one stays red, I would have shorted that one too. Early this morning, I think I had a sequence where I literally made $600 in 5 minutes, just banging, banging, banging. Now, I don't advise you to do this. It's not a good strategy. You kind of have to really have done trading a lot, but that's the beauty. That's the real excitement of trading. The excitement of scalping, the way I do it, is it doesn't depend on setups in the market, doesn't depend on macro conditions, doesn't depend on you being correct about the general narrative of the market. It really depends on you taking advantage of the flow. I had a trade here that I could have taken that I just did not, so I'm going to let it go. Another thing that you may want to see, or you may want to kind of consider is, how good is this red? This red kind of ended up. It still would have been. I still think it's worth it. But this red, it would have made it. I was going to say this red kind of ended up in the second half of the candle off the lows. So maybe you would have pulled back and traded, but this still would have made you money. You still could have made another money. So imagine if you're trading the single contract, you're 100. You just made $300 while I'm flapping my lips. And if you were a greedy motherfucker, you could have made more. If you pulled it for a 10-point target, you could have made more. And I'm sure there are guys listening to me, all the guys in my room who are much better traders than I am, who are probably doing just that. They're just configuring the whole thing for a 10-point target and just banging it away for $200 trades. Whatever you want to do it, it's really cool because what are you doing? You're trading micro momentum at just the perfect time. And I hope you guys like that because this is the natural evolution of the BK Scalper trades to its most narrowest point, to its fastest, cleanest point. Guys like it? Are we digging it? It's a lot of fun. What size? So you can see. You can literally see. I'm trading. This is a $50,000 account, and I'm trading micro trades. One micro trade, right? I'm just trading one micro trade. I'm trading literally a micro Nasdaq. I'm trying to show you as much as I can everything that's going on. So there's no micro is safer if you're wrong. Yeah, well, it's safer if you do small size. If you do big size, you're going to get your micro lopped off. But yeah, it's good. Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at the tallies of our thing. So more swing traders. Thank you, guys. I did not think that everybody was a degenerate here. So it's a 60-40 break, which I kind of think is realistic. Basically, yes, I know most of the people in this room love to trade, short term with me. And of course, you guys know that this is no BS trading, right? I'm the only guy that trades 20, 30 times a day versus, one bullshit trade through 1,000 trade copiers. Can I do this on Trade Copier? I will. This is going to be the next evolution of this shit. Once all these accounts funded, we're going to get the 50 funded. We're going to get the 50 is already funded. Get the 150 funded. The next thing that's going to be fun is my friends at Wealth Charts, which are part of Apex now. They have a free Trade Copier, and we're going to transfer all these indicators onto Wealth Charts. And we'll trade them with Trade Copy, and we're going to take micro scalping to to a completely different new level. But yeah, I mean, you know, the point being is, like, I hate guys who do one trade for 5 points and they go, I made $10,000 today. Bullshit. You know, you use fake trade copier. And that's not how it's going to be in real life when you're trading for real. All of these trades are fully emulatable under real conditions. That's the key thing. Look at this, moves down, guys. Holy shit. We are really breaking down hard. Anyways, I got to run. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I want to put the Apex discount. Apex just extended their discount. So please, everybody, go out there, get a couple of the Apex accounts. It's going to be super easy to run, you know, several of these. As a matter of fact, those of you guys who are like more swing oriented, what I want, I try to do this, but I just don't have the personality. I was going to take this account and make it into a swing account and only take BK Scalper trades on a swing basis. And maybe I will, just for demo purposes, like, you know, just to show you guys how to do this. Because if we're going to use the Mark Douglas method, I need to teach you how to create a 3 exit strategy in TradeEvade, right? How to basically set it up so that you give up 1 at a certain level, 2 at a certain level, and 3rd at a certain level with moves to break even, all that kind of stuff. So I'll work on that, and I'll try to do it. Please don't ask me for this right now. Okay, I'm just telling you right now, but please don't ask me for this. Everybody who is listening to me right now is going to be have access to our private community soon, but not now. So don't bother asking me. You're not going to get in. Right now, we're just onboarding members, and we're just working on all the member content and everything else. But hopefully by next week, when everything with the database, which is a fucking nightmare as always, is really working well, everybody who's listening to me on YouTube, everybody who's listening to me on Twitter, going to have access to our private community, which has a vast free site of all these videos and all these PDFs and everything else. And one of those videos will be how do you configure TradeEvade for multiple exits. So like all the questions you guys are asking me, how do I trade TradeEvade? I find it confusing. How do I do this? I will be making all those really step-by-step videos, which are going to be permanently archived. It's really cool because the site is also going to be fully mobile. It looks great on the phone. All those videos look great on the phone. So when it's coming, I'll let you guys know. But we're very excited. That's our like next big project for everybody, so that we can help you guys learn. So you can bring more of your friends too. So it'll be awesome. Anyways, thank you guys. Another great day. P&L. We're going to try to pull this one to 53. Probably going to switch to the 150 account because that one is only 1,000 away from target. So we'll try to work that one towards target, and then we'll come back to this one. I just wanted to show you microscalps today. I'll integrate the microscalps into the BK Scalper today, and I will update the indicator tonight so that by tomorrow you guys should all have the microscalp condition available as a thing. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Everybody have a wonderful trading day. There is many scalps to be made today, so enjoy. Thank you again, everybody. Take care.